So Bernie Sanders was recently asked, in effect, to just attack Hillary Clinton by a member of the corporate media. And he decided to go on a rant about their sensationalist tactics and also ripped Republicans in the process. Now, as you could have guessed, it was awesome.
Okay. Hi. Yes. You, in your speech tonight, you said you won't criticize or attack Hillary Clinton, certainly, but you did seem to draw some implicit contrast when you said you don't take money from super PACs and you voted against the Iraq War.
What I said is that corporate media talks about all kinds of issues except the most important issues, okay? And time after time, I'm being asked to criticize Hillary Clinton. That's the sport that you guys like. The reason this campaign is doing well because we're talking about the issues that impact the American people. I've known Hillary Clinton for 25 years. I like her, I respect her. I disagree with her on a number of issues. No great secret. I oppose the Trans-Pacific Partnership, okay? I want to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Doesn't she?
No, not to the best of my knowledge, no. I believe I am opposed to the Keystone Pipeline. Okay, I voted against the war in Iraq. I voted against the USA Patriot Act. These are differences of opinions that we will discuss. But the issue that I want to be talking about is the collapse of the American middle class. You guys going to write about that?
Yes.
Is that an important issue?
Please do.
The need to create millions of decent paying jobs. The obscenity of the kind of level of income and wealth inequality that we have today. The reason our campaign is doing well is because people are responding to those issues. So I am not going to get into the game of sitting around attacking Hillary Clinton. We disagree. We're going to have, if I have anything to say about it, a respectful and intelligent debate. Other questions?
Why do you think working class people in America vote against their economic self-interest?
That's a good question. And if I knew all of the complete answer to that, I'd be a lot smarter than I am. But this is what I will tell you. I think the Republicans have done a brilliant job over the years. They're very smart guys in dividing people on a million different issues. They divide people on gay marriage. They divide people on abortion. They divide people on immigration. And what my job is, and it's not just in blue states, believe me, we're going to go to red states, we're going to go to conservative states, is to bring working people together around an agenda that works for their kids and works for their parents. Raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Having a trade policy that creates jobs in America, not in China. Making sure that all of our kids can get a college education regardless of their income. Fighting for pay equity for women workers. We have an agenda that I believe can bring people together. And when we do that, we're going to win this election very easily, I think.
How do you reconcile being the anti-establishment candidate with being a career politician?
Okay, other question.
Well, you said you were a politician. I think that's a fair question.
I've run for office I've been in office for 25 years. As a candidate for mayor of Burlington, I became the first independent ever elected in the city's history by taking on the entire ruling class of the city of Burlington. Does that sound like a career politician? When I began my political career, I received 2% of the vote and then 1% of the vote. Last election, I got 71% of the vote. Running for office, representing working people, taking on Wall Street, taking on the military-industrial complex, taking on private insurance companies, taking on pharmaceutical industry, I don't think that makes me a career politician. I think that makes me as a candidate who is standing up for working people and prepared to take on the big money interest in this country.
Your new
From BuzzFeed UK. I was just wondering.
I'm sorry?
BuzzFeed UK. I was just wondering, are you aware of the rise of Jeremy Corbyn as the UK Labour Party candidate?
Yeah.
And whether that's something you think you can tap into and whether you've got a message
Look,
for that
I
campaign?
think whether it's the UK or here in the United States, here's the answer. People are sick and tired of establishment politics. They are sick and tired of a politics in which candidates continue to represent the rich and the powerful, go out begging money from the wealthy. They are sick and tired of an economics in which almost all of the new income and wealth is going to the top 1%. And they're tired of a media which continues to want to have gotcha questions and make conflict between the candidates rather than talking about the real issues impacting the American people. And that is why I'm not familiar with what's going on daily there. I am aware of the candidate. But I think that is what's going on in this campaign. The American people are saying enough is enough. Why is it that almost all new income and wealth is going to the top 1%? Why is it that our kids can't afford to go to college? Why is it that our child care system is dysfunctional? Why is it that we're the only major country on earth that doesn't guarantee health care to all of our people who have family and medical leave? The American people want us to address those issues. They do not want us to be attacking each other. They want a focus, they want a real debate on real issues, and I intend to give it to them. Thank you very much.
I love how Bernie Sanders just ripped their asses apart, and then right afterward, the same people that he just destroyed, they turn around and they applaud him. Yeah, go Bernie! Did you not hear what he just said? He's critiquing you. He's telling you to stop covering politics like a horse race. So that was great. Now look, this demonstrates why his message resonates with the American people. We're done with politics as usual. We're not just tired of the political establishment. We're done with the corporate media. We don't like the way that they cover elections. We don't like the way that they sensationalize everything. I mean, if you cover politics like a horse race, what does that say about your country? Oh, well, Hillary Clinton, she stopped at Chipotle, and I believe she had avocado in her burrito. Now, I'm not making this up. When she first announced her candidacy, she ate at Chipotle, and CNN literally had like a virtual burrito spinning where they analyzed the contents of it. I'm pretty sure it was CNN. And it was just spinning like, so it's, I believe that she had black beans, rice, avocado even. Like, how does that benefit us? What does that tell us about her policy positions? I mean, what can I surmise about the fact that she likes avocado about her policy positions? Absolutely nothing. So I hate the way that politicians are covered like celebrities. I think that what Bernie Sanders was doing, he was speaking for all of us when he said, stop. Cover politics like a legitimate institution. You're supposed to be a check on government. That's the reason why we have free press in America, but really we don't technically have free press because our press is paid for by corporations who then buy the politicians. So in effect, in an indirect way, we don't really have a free media. So I'm glad that he critiqued him on this. What Bernie Sanders has proven more and more each week is that you don't have to play the same game that politicians have played for decades. I mean, you can propose real economic solutions. You can actually come up with real political solutions to fix our broken system, to actually speak out on behalf of the American people. And lo and behold, it's going to be popular. Because who would have thought that when you actually try to do something good for the greater good of Americans, when you try to represent them well, who would have thought that that would be popular? I mean, how ridiculous is that? But I mean, that's the case. I mean, they're not talking about Bernie Sanders' policy positions. They're talking about how, oh, well, is he too old to run? Is Hillary Clinton too old to run? What about her hair? I mean, a politician literally asked Bernie Sanders about Hillary Clinton's hair. How absurd is that? I mean, it's sickening, really. It's really sickening because, I mean, this is why Americans are so uninformed, because we have a corporate media establishment that's not doing their job. So the fact that Bernie Sanders ripped them for this, it's fantastic, and I hope he continues to do it, because you shouldn't have to be told by the politicians, such as Bernie Sanders, that you're not doing your job correctly. You're supposed to be a government watchdog, but he's telling you, no, you need to do your job. Talk about the policy positions. Watch government. Why aren't you looking at Republicans and what they're doing? So I absolutely love this clip. It really demonstrates why Bernie Sanders' message is resonating with the American people so well.